Welcome to another small update today on Sunday, and we're going to discuss Cardano because the Alonzo fork is taking place. Smart contracts are finally coming to the platform. Everybody is waiting for it, and everyone is actually holding Cardano right now after it's seen a big correction during the week. So we're going to look at it from a technical perspective to see where we should be taking profits, and is Cardano actually having a buy the rumor sell the news event right now, or should you still be interested in Cardano for the future? But before that, do not forget to subscribe beneath, like the YouTube update, and also do not forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. As today I'm doing a Q&A on Instagram where you can ask me everything and I'll be answering it in my stories. Cardano is having the Alonzo fork, and that's not the Alonzo Formula 1 driver, but that's the new smart contracts that are coming to the platform itself. Everyone is waiting for it for a long time, and most of you, or most of the community, is currently asking themselves whether they should be selling Cardano right now as a buy the rumor sell the news event. And I think, in my opinion, most of the people are overthinking everything. So overthinking every event that's taking place and thinking that that should be a strategy on and on. Like with El Salvador, the start of that was actually a buy the rumor sell the news event, as we've seen a correction. How much did the event actually have impact on the price movements? That's still a question, as also technically the price lost a support level at 49k and overshot as exchanges were failing. Ethereum has also seen some upgrades and the price has actually shot up, while the most of the traders and the people in the community were expecting a downwards move to be taking place. We've seen 2017 Bitcoin top with the CME futures being listed. So it's always a question whether it's going to be a top or not. Usually with these type of events you will be seeing some short-term movement that on the moment that it takes place it will actually have some impact on the price. But overall it doesn't really call for a top, as it's just a new layer. And then I'd like to compare it to Ethereum, that's also still announcing new upgrades coming up, and that's still not giving any bearish outlook on the price yet. So you have to look at price action first and stop overthinking your entire strategy based on stuff you can't really reflect or build into a strategy. So when we're looking at Cardano in the Bitcoin pair, we can see that we've had a beautiful retest here. So the entire region that I said that I wanted to become interested in Cardano is the region that we've hit around 4,500 sats. Every impulse wave to the upside has a correction to retest previous levels, one deeper than the other. But those retests are interesting opportunities for you to get into the markets. And right now we're still in a bull cycle, meaning that if you want to get into Cardano, this is literally where you wanted to step into it. Where could you still get into Cardano right now if you want to start buying Cardano? Well, that is based on lower time frame levels. But let's just look at the price action itself. What we see here on the left, impulse move to the upside, heavy correction to retest some levels here, another impulse move after some consolidation in which we retest previous levels too. New impulse wave to the upside and correction happens in which we retest levels. Since then we've got all the way back up towards the previous highs and most likely are going to get some consolidative periods. What are the levels to watch? This entire region is a level to watch around 5,000 sats for Cardano, but also the region around 5,400 sats is a level where you could be getting interested in Cardano, especially given the fact that we've just witnessed this big breakout to the upside. Video shot on Saturday, so maybe we are already correcting when the video is live. What are we going to expect with the Bitcoin pair at this stage? Well, you can just use Fibonacci extension for that. So this is the previous high, this is 1, and this is the previous cycle low, this is 0. Based on that fact, the first real target for Cardano is 8,200 sats, meaning that that's a run for about 40% from here, regardless of what Bitcoin is going to do. Given that Cardano is all the way back up towards close to $3, 2.70 when we are shooting this update, 40% above is already generating price close to $4. Now when we're looking at this price action here, Cardano against USDT, We can also see that we've had those beautiful retests after a rising wedge broke south. This rising wedge broke downwards after the bearish divergence and also because of weakness of Bitcoin. But we do see that we've had some beautiful retests in the areas that I wanted to get triggered, and I've been filled with these orders. And I've fully shared those orders in my strategy in the Discord that you can find in the description beneath. What are we most likely going to look at right now? Well, we've discussed Ethereum yesterday, in which we said, okay, we might be getting around towards 3.8k before we're going to have a slight corrective move and creation of a higher low before we can start running. So when we are looking at the price structure here of Cardano against USDT, you're going to look at this block here. That is the block between $2.80 to $3 that has to break here in order to have continuation. If that doesn't break, then we might be getting a retest or at least find support around $2.40. That is the region where you want to get interested. If that is lost, we still have the level around $2. But these two zones, $2 and $2.40, are levels that you could be watching if you want to get into Cardano at this point. Continuation, we do know what we're doing. We are placing the cycle high at 1, cycle low at 0, first target point around $4.40. We've already concluded with the Bitcoin pair that if it's going to run another 40%, it's close to getting to $4. If Bitcoin is going to make the round to 51k, another 10% is added, and then you get towards this target point around $5. Very small update today. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with 2 new updates. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day.